helpless. We're all helpless in this world, whether we realize it or not. The more that you try to run away from this, the more it's going to get in your face. There is no such thing as avoiding the truth. You will have the truth bestowed upon you in some way. But at the same time, if you try to make something of yourself, because you already are everything that you're looking for, but you try to make something of yourself, it's just like hitting a beehive with a stick. The more you hit it, the more people are trying to fix it so that you're not what you're supposed. It's like we're set up to fail. It's like, you gotta strive, but every time you strive for it, every time you really care about it and you're really genuine and whatnot about it, people are like, oh my God, he just, yeah. But anytime anybody's just, oh, I'm just so happy to help, and whether they mean what they're saying or not, it's like, and then people are like, oh, yeah, it's just, let's take pictures of them and whatever and just make them popular. Nobody ever cares about somebody truly being truthful and serious, so it makes you helpless. We become helpless when, well, we are helpless, but we don't have to be, but, nobody believes in us, and even when they do believe in us, it doesn't matter because you still got to go through all this dumbass paperwork and crap. I don't care. Can I just, gotta go through paperwork. The paper, it's all symbolism. It's a symbol for effort. So everybody can, it proves that I've gone through hell. Even though we're going to be going through hell anyway in some form, unless we just simply help each other. This piece of paper proves that I've been through hell. So yeah, now can I please survive? I don't even remember asking to survive in the first place. We're all going to die or whatever anyway, right? There is no. The more I think about it, the more I'm convinced that this world is an absolute living hell, because there is nothing here. I mean, everything is within, and we got to bring it forth here, and then eventually it disappears and goes back inward to our source, right? It's like, that's just like us. When we die, it's like, it's like the playpen of the consciousness of the universe. We're like, you wouldn't want to be in kindergarten forever. We got to go back, to our house or whatever. We can't just suffocating in the outer edges of the universe. Some people think this is the center of the universe, but that, it's like, and we got to move out there to get home. But it's more like the other way around. It's like gravity is pulling us, source energy, or energy is like, it's light. It's all these websites and has all this information about that sort of thing. I definitely recommend Crimson Circle with Adamus and all those things. Comes on every month. Wonderful channel thing. Of course, some people might think it's all just made up, but I think it has a lot of words of wisdom behind it. It's either we're at the center, and then everything is just here by accident and just goes through turmoil and everything. We got to strive to get stuff out there that we should already have. Or what more logical to me is like, we're on the outer part and we need to move back inward because we're suffocating in this miserable hell. To create the illusion of hell. It's not really hell. We make it hell because we got to have an experience. We're bored with the eternal bliss of just spiritual oneness, and I am with myself. We gotta have all these challenges, and some of us, like my subscribers here, is like, we're like, oh fuck it, we don't want to be here no more. We're tired of this mess. We don't even remember asking to be born. If we did, it was just, we forgot in order to generate this intense, miserable consciousness that we're experiencing now. And so yeah, it's just why we're here. It's like, oh yeah, we're here to basically suffer and learn and from love and whatnot. That's what I hear is. I'm just repeating a lot of things I've already heard, but I still feel the same way, and just trying to sum it up, in my own way. As far as I know, this world will do everything it can to turn you upside down and flip you over, and it's like the other side of the coin. It's not really a mirror. It's a mirror would mean it's reflecting something. Oh, sure, it's reflecting your higher being, but at the same time, it's like, it's not. There's so much more to our existence in this eternal multi-universe than just working and just being may have to be fools. And some of us, like the people listening to these videos and all these other videos online, we're the ones that are like, we're up, we're awake, and we don't even see we want out of this prison, we want out of this nonsense. And it's like, and at the same time, it's like, sometimes it's like it's not even worth waking up out of bed in the morning, and it's just, why am I here just to fulfill what everybody else wants me to do? What is this? What is the point of it all? I don't see it. I see a bunch of suffering, and I see a bunch of people not knowing why the hell they're here or not what the hell's going on. That's what I see. Everything's all about just making people think that you're worth something so that you can prove that you're worth something with a little symbolistic piece of paper they print out every day. It's stupid, it's man-made, and then you say that, it's like, well, people are like, well, if it's stupid, then why we got to work for it? Well, because we make it that way. Why don't just help each other? We don't have to work for nothing. Everybody does their just part. No, we got to have work placements where someone has to work 6-7 days a week. Why can't we just have, people come in 1-2 days a week? I've said it many times, but, everything's got to be done the hard way, and you got to have all these qualifications. Even when you are qualified, you still have issues. You can just see all these so-called elite, top 1% or whatever, just sitting there laughing at everybody's misery. They could easily help with all their millions, but no, they don't. They just sit there and they don't do nothing. And then we're supposed to worship this invisible man in the sky and go to church and act like everything's wonderful. Most people don't even see this happening. They make sure that nobody ever realizes what's really fucking going on in this world. Nobody shall ever know the real situation. It's like, oh, but you turn on the news. I turn on the news, I can see it there. Well, then why aren't you doing something about it? Oh, because then I'll get arrested. I'll be thrown in jail because I had to speak out about something. I got to go through all that, court crap and just, get a lawsuit about stuff. I either I can't afford it or I just don't want to mess with it because I'm too lazy, or nobody's really lazy. It's just they don't want to mess with it. They don't want to get in trouble, or they want to waste their time because they have too many other things to do. There's so much work to just see how everything it gets to the point where you can't even enjoy yourself anymore because all you can think about is all the problems in the world. And it's just this man-made delusion. It's an illusion of the mind. We're just making it that way. It doesn't have to be this way. We create all of it. We create everything, and it's just nothing's going to evolve unless we evolve ourselves. Otherwise, it's just sitting there in a void doing nothing. And that's why we're here, so we can experience things and eventually move on from it. Because otherwise, you're just sitting in a void, right? Well, picture being able to create whatever you want and take on any form you want and be in any environment you want. That sounds like heaven, of course, especially if everybody thinks like. But it's monotonous. I'll call this video, that's a good word for this video, monotonous. I'll call this video monotonous. Because I've made so many videos now, I just don't want to go through my list trying to, what have I called this video? What can I call this video? Because I've already made so many already. This one's going to be called monotonous. Because it is monotonous. It's just wake up and do the same thing over and over and over and over and over and over. And the gravity's got you. And it's sucking you in. And how do you get out? I'm trapped. I want out. Stop sucking me into this prison and this mayhem. I don't get it. Why am I here in the first place? Did I even remember coming? It's like in the middle of a nightmare. It's like, oh, how did I get here? What's happening? I don't even know what the hell is happening, and I'm not even awake enough to quite see it yet. Or even when I am awake enough, it just makes it more unbearable because I can't change it. No matter what, I'm getting sucked in, man. It's sucking me in. The gravity's got me.